London Conference was an incredible experience this year. What a gentle court that dealt with very difficult issues, looking after one another and listening carefully and patiently to each other. I was so thrilled to be able to chair a meeting where the church did so much incredible work. I give thanks for all the team that gathered together, for Brad, Cheryl Ann, and Tanya, as they continued to figure out how it is we were going to deal with this and that and take our time, and then remember that together we are working through the work of the church. Thank you, London Conference.
This year at London Conference annual meeting, youth got to come and learn about where their church has been and where they are going. It was a wonderful experience. This year, a proposal was brought forward asking the church to reaffirm that the youth is their priority in the future of the church. It was overwhelming to see the church reaffirm that statement and help us to be more involved in the future of the church.
The conference annual meeting is the opportunity for the United Church throughout London Conference to have a conversation with the entire denomination. And we do that through a process called proposals. We gather every year, but often that's a conversation among us and between us. It's about our common life, our shared experience, our shared work, our shared dreams. This year, though, because it's a General Council year, and because the General Council will be considering sweeping changes to the church, when we met, it was an opportunity to have a conversation with all of the church by expressing our dreams and our hopes in response to the Comprehensive Review Task Group's document, United in God's Work.
We've been working through a lot of suggestions and improvements and ideas for how the church might restructure itself in our conference meetings as well, and that's really what we were hoping, that the entire church would take on some of the recommendations and ideas and concepts and really work to make it the work of the entire church, because that's how the change is most effectively going to happen. So I think it's just the next bit is paying attention to what's going to happen at General Council, because what's going to come out of there will be likely slightly different than what's going in. And we need our churches to be informed, be involved, and to really take it on, because that's who we are and how we are, Christ's sort of body in this world. So don't know what's coming up, but certainly looking forward to the interesting times ahead.
I feel exceedingly privileged to know how deeply and prayerfully the congregations and the presbyteries of our conference studied United in God's Work and sought to respond, and how diligently and sensitively the conference as a whole held their work and dealt with it. The conference was at this point listening to the voices that were coming from congregations and presbyteries, and it was also preparing how the conference would speak to the General Council and holding those two in tension. What have we heard? What must we say? Was the work of this year's annual meeting, and it was an extensive piece of work. We had 45 different ideas expressed for our consideration. The conference was able to debate the idea and to provide a way of having that debate that I certainly hope, and that I have the impression, allowed every voice that wanted to speak to it to speak to it. It was conducted in a way that I hope silenced no one. So I feel that I've had a chance to be a part of sacred work and am so honored. That's one of the elements of this work that I feel blessed to share. It's great privilege to work with the leadership team. It's that team together who prepares the work, and the thought and consideration they gave to the preparation that really influenced and enabled the court to do its work. So for the people who readied it, for the people who did the work, thanks be to God.
My name is Kathy Lyman, and I'm the new president of London Conference. My theme for this year is about camping. It's traveling along with you. We're not really sure where the United Church is going as a whole right now, but we do know that we're starting to move. We're starting to go from where we used to be to becoming a newer, slightly smaller, structurally church. We're trying to figure out where God is leading us. So I invite you to come with me on this journey, a camping journey, as we go from where we were to wherever it is that God's leading us. Come with me. Let's go find out.